up a minute. Commander Hutt, Station Security. Glad I caught you before the shuttle. I have an urgent message from Ambassador Janek, our envoy on Voss. I'll patch him through now.
Master Jedi, I'm well aware of the Order's stance on Voss, but the situation is getting desperate. Negotiations with the Voss have stalled, and I'm looking for high-profile help. Are you familiar with the planet?
I'm interested in an ambassador's take.
Ambassador, soldier, Jedi, civilian, we're all outsiders to the Voss. They have little knowledge of the greater galaxy and only recently obtained spaceflight from us, but they're not primitive. Their society revolves around the mystics, Force users who have visions of the future. Those visions guide every decision the Voss make, and the Voss believe they're never wrong.
The Voss only do what their visions tell them?
The mystics see what's coming and declare what the Voss should do to achieve it or avoid it. A Republic alliance with the Voss could be key to winning this war. Unfortunately, the Empire has the same idea. So far, the Voss have refused to take sides, and they've established rigid neutrality laws to keep us in line.
Don't the Voss care about the Empire's crimes?
Our problems don't affect the Voss. And frankly, I think they're tired of hearing about them. We need to show the Voss that the Empire only acts respectful because of the mystics. I'm doing everything I can to expose them, but the Voss don't seem to hear me anymore. A fresh face might help.
I'd like to learn more about the Voss.
Glad to hear it. Most Jedi treat the Voss like the second coming of the Sith. I'm staying at a Voss survey outpost, keeping an eye on the Empire. Commander Hutt can handle the details of getting here.
Not much to arrange. Shuttle will take you to Voss-Ka, their capital city. Local transport can get you to the survey outpost. Remember, the Voss keep all outsiders confined to the alien enclave, regardless of affiliation. Someone makes trouble, ignore them.
These accusations are ridiculous. The Republic has only tried to protect the galaxy from the Empire.
The Empire offers more power and protection than the Republic ever could, minus the rigid codes of morality.
The Empire forgets. The Voss protect themselves.
Let us pause here. I believe the Ambassador has some introductions to make.
Lord Beldis, speaking on behalf of the Empire. Laren Kai, envoy to the Three.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Ambassador Janek asked for this meeting.
One might even say he was desperate for it.
I'd like to show the Voss something different. An example of everything the Republic stands for.
This is your example? The person responsible for attacking Moff Kilran in defense of a known fugitive?
I think we both know that's not true.
Outsiders lie. Off-world conflicts mean nothing. The Voss look forward. Outsiders look back. I will say no more.
An excellent example, Ambassador. Weak and hopeless. Like you.
The more Lord Beldis talks, the worse the Republic looks. We have to show the Voss what Sith like him are really after.
Diplomacy isn't usually the Sith style.
The Empire already tried to conquer Voss. The Voss annihilated them like they'd been prepared for years. Diplomacy's their only option. We know Lord Beldis has spies in Voss-Ka. Our scouts think he's using some defunct Voss comm towers to communicate with them. The comm logs could prove Lord Beldis has designs against the Voss. I need someone to make it past the Empire's defenses.
Isn't a firefight worse than spying on someone?
If it doesn't disturb the peace or threaten the Voss, they don't concern themselves with it. Get those comm logs quick as you can. I'll be waiting.
Spin this all you like, Ambassador. You tampered with Voss communication towers.
Is that a fact, Lord Beldis? I suppose I forged the Imperial comm logs that came out of them, too.
Stop. Neither were present. Both are blind. Those involved will answer. Did you strike against Voss?
I was acting on behalf of the Voss.
The Voss were unaware. The towers were abandoned. No Voss were harmed. This will not happen again.
I can personally guarantee that, Laren Kai.
You against the Empire, and me against Lord Beldis. I'm not sure which fight was harder.
How can Laren Kai ignore the Empire's crimes?
He's been fed lies and false promises by every outsider he's met. I don't blame him for wanting undeniable proof. The comm logs don't implicate Lord Beldis directly, but they prove he has Imperial spies in Voss-Ka. One of them is Malcolm Terax. Terax is one of Imperial intelligence's best agents, but now he'll be executed. We can't let that happen.
You think an Imperial spy will help us?
If we save Terax, he might talk. The SIS spotted a new Dusk Squadron camp nearby. They're Imperial assassins, and their location is perfect for a quiet execution. I'm willing to bet they're here for Terax.
I can't believe I'm rescuing an Imperial.
I have to smile and play nice with a Sith Lord. I completely understand. I'll make the arrangements for a deal with Terax. I just hope he's still alive.
Malcolm Terex, the Republic's offering you a pardon in exchange for information.
Oh, that's kind of you, Jedi, but I'm not that easy. The things I know are worth more than my life. What makes you think I'll share any of them with you?
I'm the only thing standing between you and a firing squad.
It's not that simple. Imperial traitors are death-marked for the rest of their lives. I help you. I forfeit my nice, quick shot to the head. The Empire will hunt me down and make me pay. So for the Republic to give me a fighting chance, I'll need credits, supplies, and transport off-world.
Perhaps I'll leave you here instead.
We both know you won't. Safe in the arms of the Republic.
I've been waiting for you. Malcolm Terax is on a transport bound for Coruscant. His price was steep, but worth it. There's no way Lord Beldis can talk his way out of this. Terax was in Voss Ka to identify failed mystics. Lord Beldis is offering them an alternative. Joining the Sith.
You either have visions or you don't.
Mystics are tested before the Voss look to them for guidance. Failed mystics pass the tests, but never have a vision. Lord Beldis has found the Voss's weak spot. He converts enough failed mystics, and the Empire won't need an alliance. I'd offer an alternative, but the Jedi see the mystics as a threat.
Being cautious about the mystics isn't a crime.
If it ruins the Republic's chances at an alliance, it should be. When Terax finds a failed mystic, he sends them to the ruined city, the remains of an ancient Voss settlement. The Sith have a training camp there. If we catch them with the failed mystics, the Voss will have to take notice.
The Voss may not be willing to leave their new Sith life.
We'll deal with that if it arises. I'd like to talk to the failed mystics myself. Calm me as soon as it's safe.
Ambassador Janik, I'm in the ruined city. There are no Voss here.
I'm afraid Ambassador Janik's comm signal has been jammed. He won't be joining us. It's strange. It's almost as if you want the Voss to condemn you. So far, you've stolen files from Voss installations, freed a condemned criminal, and done murder in the ruins of an ancient Voss city. An interesting strategy.
You can't deny the proof, Lord Beldis.
There's no need. I've broken no law. The Voss joined me willingly. I've given these outcasts a purpose. If one Sith can strengthen a failed mystic, imagine what the Empire can do for Voss. Come see for yourself. Our coordinates are in this console. My acolytes would welcome the chance to show off their skills.
You'll show them the true nature of the Sith sooner or later.
My acolytes have seen the ways of the Sith. Perhaps you can't accept that they prefer them. Come when convenient. My acolytes and I look forward to your arrival.
Look, acolytes, another attempt to cast you out, just as I foresaw. Like the Voss, the Republic has deemed you unworthy. They send their best to kill me and end your instruction.
This is the only way you could get Voss to join the Empire.
The Empire has made us strong.
The Voss refuse us. Lord Beldis is our mentor.
As Sith, we have purpose. We have chosen.
Once you've served your purpose, the Sith will destroy you.
We have seen no evidence.
What have we seen? Combat training, levitation, storms of lightning.
Have patience, acolytes. There are other powers in this galaxy besides foresight. Who else will share them with you?
There are others. The Jedi.
The Jedi fear us. We know only their power. Would they teach us?
The Jedi are waiting for you to ask.
We are willing.
Republic lies. The Jedi will never let you achieve your full potential. I've given you freedom, true power. I won't allow anyone to take it away.
Violence without purpose. This is not power.
Mystics are chosen. We let failure overwhelm us. We must find our place. It may be with Jedi.
The Jedi need to understand the mystics.
We will share.
We must return. Thank you.
Master Delsa, I had no contact with the failed mystics. The Republic had nothing to do with this.
Yet the Voss claim your agents promised them a home in the Order. Shall I ask them? Any mystic, even a failed one, is raw, dangerous power. How could you offer them Jedi training?
Jedi can teach the Voss to use their power.
And when they turn against us? Or hadn't you thought that far ahead? I've said my piece. Ambassador Janek tells me Laren Kai is on his way. I'll leave you to your diplomacy.
I have to admit, when I wished I could force the Jedi to accept the mystics, I didn't think you'd actually do it.
Will the Voss be upset?
Lord Beldis lured the Voss in. They approached the Jedi on their own, and it saved their lives. No matter how the Jedi feel, the Republic needs this alliance, and you brought us one step closer. Remember that.
The lost potentials confirmed Lord Beldis's crimes. I have not come to discuss it. The Mystics have a vision. An outsider will end the threat of the Gormak. We believe it is you.
I'm honored, but there's a lot of outsiders here.
You protected the lost potentials. Our interpreters considered this. The Mystics see. The three decide. The Voss act. You are not Voss. Will you follow this vision?
If the mystics saw it, my answer doesn't matter.
You understand. Ambassador Janek has your instructions. Farewell.
A vision of the Republic helping the Voss. What incredible luck. Let's see where they want you to start. Laren Kai is bound by the Mystic's vision, but he wants to be sure you're prepared. He's asking that you complete the Mystic's trials at the Shrine of Healing, something no ordinary Voss has ever survived.
I'm no mystic, but I'll find a way.
You'll need to make the pilgrimage to the Shrine of Healing. The guide, Suva Rock, leads a pilgrim camp near the local transport. You make it through these trials, and the Voss will be more than impressed. I'm counting on you.
Suvarak, I'm interested in taking the path of pilgrimage.
Outsiders are not Voss. They do not follow the path. Even the pilgrims cannot follow now. The danger is too great. The path is blocked. The Gormak kill any who enter.
Why would the Gormak attack here?
War. They strike where they do most harm. The path leads to the Shrine of Healing. Only those who believe may enter. Even mystics walk the path before their trials. The Gormak defile it.
What's involved in the mystics' trials?
I do not know. Few do. The Gormak have tainted the path. A Voss must cleanse the shrine. The Gormak will attack. Will you guide a pilgrim?
I would be honored to restore the path.
The Gormak are predators. Move quickly.
The Gormak plight is gone. You have followed the path. The shrine may be open to you. Tell Garel Mo of this. He guards the proving grounds. The shrine is for the mystics. He may deny you.
Just watch yourself. The Gormak could come back.
We have learned to guard the path. I will inform Suvarak. Good luck, outsider.
I was told to inform Garel Mo that the path of pilgrimage has been cleared.
That is why I acknowledge you. I guard the proving grounds. The trials lie beyond.
No one seems to know much about these trials.
The trials are for the mystics. We cannot understand. Few Voss survive. Your fate is almost certain.
Unless the mystics have seen it, I wouldn't be so sure.
You have respect. You are not Voss. You have walked the path. You may enter the proving grounds.
This war is needless. There is no conflict.
You deny the vision of a mystic. Silence! It is not safe here, Honored One. The war you foresaw has begun.
Besides the Gormak, things look pretty peaceful outside.
The other commandos have yet to strike. There has been disagreement.
Many Voss will die. There should be no doubt. Your vision started this war, Honored One. Will you guide us?
I'm no mystic, but I can try.
We ask only for a mystic's guidance.
You saw a bloody civil war between Voss. After the war ended, you saw the Voss flourish.
The Voss have split into two sides to do your will. We battle until one side achieves victory. The other dies.
The war will lead to peace and prosperity.
Killing each other. What good will that do?
War will eliminate those who would lead us into disaster. We do what is necessary for our future.
At what cost? Countless Voss will die. We follow your vision, Honored One. Should this war continue?
Sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
As you have seen.
Stop. You do not belong here. The shrine is for the mystics. Your vision was proven false.
Maybe I need to complete the trials first.
The trials cannot teach the blind to see. You saw the Outsiders destroy Voss-Ka. The Outsiders are here. Voss-Ka thrives. You cannot be a mystic. You must leave.
Maybe the vision meant something else.
Interpreters can make mistakes. A mystic cannot.
I am your escort, Honored One. We cannot delay. The mystics have had a vision. The interpreters have chosen you. Your sacrifice will defeat the Gormak.
You want me to sacrifice myself to the Gormak?
A mystic will die. The Gormak will fall. We do what is necessary for our future.
I'll give my life to protect the Voss.
Even a mystic must sacrifice.
A mystic's words have weight. You understand. Move on. Learn to focus. Destroy the source.
A mystic's words have weight. You understand. Move on. Learn to focus. Destroy the source.
A mystic's words have weight. You understand. Move on. Learn to focus. Destroy the source.
We are dying. A mystic must heal those in need.
What can I do to help?
Keep balance. Take lives to save ours.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You surprise us, outsider. You are not a mystic. Still, you persist.
The Jedi and the mystics both rely on the Force.
A mystic's power is all that matters. Only a mystic knows what comes. They protect Voss. The mystics face our enemy. They become worthy.
The Voss are neutral. Who are your enemies?
Gormak.
Let me take the next one too.
You have done well. I am Jordan. I observe potentials. The trials are perilous. Few survive.
What are the trials supposed to teach us?
The first trial weighs a mystic's words. The second, their focus. The third, a sad truth. A mystic must take to give. One, much like a mystic, now protects the Voss. The trials end here.
I am honored to have completed the trials.
One lesson remains. The trials have given you insight, a vision.
I thought only mystics could have visions.
A mystic will see. The vision is yours. These ancient tablets guide a mystic's thoughts. Meditate, focus. You will find what you seek. Clear your mind. Focus.
Fate has sent me a challenge. I had hoped for more time, but all things must adapt or die.
I'll soon have an entire army at my back. Whatever you face, you won't be alone.
The greatest challenges are those we set ourselves.
A vision has ended. There is no more.
Can I do anything to change what I saw?
Nothing can stop what comes. Our visions are certain. We choose our response. The trials have ended. Farewell, outsider.
Jedi. Liren Kai spoke of you. I bear an urgent message. Stand by.
I am Pefthak Fra of the Gormakos Commandos. The Mystics have seen you defeat the Gormak. The time has come. The Gormak cannon is almost complete. Voss-Ka will be destroyed.
How did the Gormak get a weapon like that?
The Gormak have toiled for years. We underestimated them. The cannon points to Voss-Ka. The Gormak march forward. The Commandos will stop the invasion. You will stop the cannon.
The Gormak will find other ways to attack Voss-Ka.
The cannon first, then the Gormak. The cannon feeds on power. We will starve it. The generators are in Gormakos. Eden J will instruct you.
These charges connect to the generators. The Commandos have hidden a detonator nearby. Set the charges, activate the detonator. The Gormak cannon will fall silent.
Get word to Voss-Ka. The city should be evacuated.
The Gormak weapon will not reach Voss-Ka. You will stop it. Voss-Ka must survive. Be quick.
Outsider, Pefthak Fra wishes to speak with you.
The charges have detonated. Voss-Ka is safe. The Gormak are vicious. You have strength.
For savages, the Gormak have some advanced technology.
They have guidance. Come to the Gormakos camp. There is much to discuss.
Voss-Ka is safe. You fought bravely. We saw the cannon. We should have struck first. The Gormak have become bold. Jokul leads them.
Who or what is Jokul?
Their most fearsome warrior. The Gormak were savages. Now they build cannons, ships. Jokul gives the Gormak purpose. They grow stronger.
Has anyone tried talking to Jokul?
The Gormak are not Voss. They understand only war. All Gormak resources went into that cannon. Gormakos is exposed. We must strike. Raid Sa will lead the commandos.
You will defeat the Gormak. Your skills seem adequate.
You must be an expert on fighting the Gormak.
We have fought for years. Many have died.
Jokul rules from Gormakos. Their strongest stand guard.
The Gormak have many defenses. The commandos will clear a path.
While Jokul lives, the Gormak are unstoppable. He must die.
This may be your only chance to speak with the Gormak King.
Good.
Enter Gormakos. Find Jokul. Go, now!
Outsider, you are a welcome sight. I led several squads here. We split up to cover ground. The Gormak were waiting. We were ambushed.
Have you been hurt?
We will survive. Our victory is not certain. Another squad made it farther inside. They reported security fields, weapons, Gormak traps. We lost contact. The Gormak have many defenses. The assault will be difficult if they remain armed.
The Gormak do love their technology.
They are distracted. They hunt the other commandos.
Willsaam! The Gormak! We're captured! Send help!
Commandos will not escape without assistance. They know the price of victory. You must strike now if we are to kill Jokul.
I won't let the Voss die down here.
You risk defeat. The commandos are not far. I will tell them help is coming. We will continue the assault. Move quickly.
Thank you, Outsider. The Gormak meant to slaughter us. Raid Sa has called for reinforcements. We will fight on. Ring Noem dianson jum visagore kilomba.
You would destroy Voss-Ka. You are the corruption.
Pasei kirikoan nigorvos. Don mostaloren kiotavoka.
We can negotiate. This doesn't have to come to violence.
Comprai tua vaitram namaya chongdito. Tinfu vuatian joango tu yin vihayan pua. Ai pak kinoto minfu. Dronjin trangham.
If you knew we were coming, you would have stopped us.
Tinfu va kuoncho kakcho tu ning ayayalwa. Fe kum nigo danlai chofei chong atamso.
Willsaam, the Gormak defenses are too many. We cannot reach you. We must fall back.
Gormak told us what would come. It happened as he saw.
Only a mystic knows what comes. The Gormak sees.
You're some kind of Gormak mystic.
Oh no, mi viscon compreniroi so kong. Ben was droche comes at from track. Den true one shishivu makun kem shibiza. Voce du vraktivisa la tamanyanyava ima. Den foi vutakan achnan chok tontai. Vebegor nesafun. La tutsino futkom. Nigo wabon giaroi.
What's the Dark Heart?
The ancient core of the Nightmare Lands. A dark, dangerous place few survive. Most go mad.
The darkness of the Nightmare Land steals the reason of some mystics. It could give Gormak a mystic sight.
How many more Gormak have entered? There could be others. Gormak mystics. Impossible. Jokul is not a mystic. We will not listen.
The Force gives the mystics their power. Jokul could have it too.
Your power does not make you a mystic.
The commandos called as predicted. Jokul saw the future. This cannot be denied.
We are not interpreters. The Gormak's visions must be judged. You would set a Gormak among the Voss. Show all that the mystics share their power with our enemies? No. Jokul would bring chaos to Voss-Ka. Finish him, outsider.
We have to know more about Jokul's visions, no matter the cost.
You are fortunate the mystics have seen your worth. The three will decide our next move. Speak with Laren Kai and Voss-Ka. I will inform Pevthok Fra of our victory. Farewell.
Outsider, you have returned. This matter must be settled in Voss-Ka. Ambassador Janek remains at his post.
I've been following the developments in Gormakos. You've done the Republic proud.
The Gormak cannon is silent. Voss-Ka is safe. We are grateful.
Are you aware the Gormak King is having visions?
Raid Sa sent word of the assault. His report was disturbing.
Jokul's been imprisoned as far from the Voss as possible. Apparently he's here on your orders.
Jokul should not be here. He is not Voss.
With all due respect, he is not what you think of the Gormak either.
He is an abomination.
Jokul might have known the commandos wouldn't reach you. He couldn't have known they would contact Raid Sa.
The mystics agree. Jokul was having visions.
Visions would explain the Gormak's military strides since Jokul took over.
Jokul would use his sight to destroy all Voss. The visions must end.
The mystics have been seeing the future a lot longer than Jokul.
The mystics can only see. The Gormak are warriors.
Jokul said his visions began after a trip to the Nightmare Lands. Whatever caused them must be down there too.
Enter the Nightmare Lands. Follow Jokul's path. Destroy the source.
First, we must learn why Jokul received his visions.
Voss lives are at stake. Do not hesitate. The Nightmare Lands are a place of darkness. Most go mad.
The mystics have a ritual to protect themselves. You'll need to complete it in order to reach the Dark Heart.
What does this mystic ritual involve?
You will face madness. You will be cleansed. Talon Day will guide you. Find him at the landing site. The Gormak must be defeated. You will return.
I'm looking for Talon Day. I need protection against the Nightmare Lands.
Laren Kai sent word. You follow the Gormak's path. The Nightmare Lands have been since the dawn of Voss. They hold many secrets. Enter lightly, and you will be lost to madness.
There must be some way to resist the Nightmare Land's effects.
The mystic Kida created a ritual of cleansing. It is our only protection. If you hope to survive the Nightmare Lands, you must complete Kida's ritual.
Will a Voss ritual work on an outsider?
It will protect you from madness. Death is another matter. You will need a dark crystal. Several grow in caves throughout the Nightmare Lands. Deadly Varatikai have made the caves their home. Defeat these beasts to reach the crystals. Use the crystal to cleanse the corrupted. It will trap the darkness that drives the mad.
What do I do with this handful of darkness?
After the corrupted have been cleansed, take the crystal to the ruins nearby. Place the crystal before the ancient tablets. Meditate. You will gain Kida's wisdom. The darkness will no longer harm you.
Find the crystal, use it on the corrupted, take it to the ruins and meditate.
Follow Kida's ritual. Only then will you be safe.
I've completed Kaida's ritual. The Voss are cleansed.
Few outsiders heed my warnings. You are better. You have strength. The Nightmare Lands cannot harm you. Laren Kai sent you here to follow Jokul's path. You are ready to enter the Dark Heart. The Gormak King came here alone. We tracked him from Gormakos into the Nightmare Lands. There are many caves in the Dark Heart. Jokul entered the foulest, the Dark Hollow.
Was he looking for something, or just exploring?
We know this much. He did not seek his power. The Dark Hollow is home to an ancient evil. All are drawn and lost to it. Voss, Gormak, outsiders, beasts. If they still live, they will attack you.
Perhaps I can cure their madness.
They are lost. Focus on Jokul's path. The Dark Hollow gave Jokul his power. Find the source.
No deep equipans. Jawais from Bamadaga, I house the didum, ni vleladum. Ni ok panai, name in my dains.
What happened between you and the Gormak King?
Ni pate uvaro wisandan sware kanidede, akjas waluda is. Ni havashum isquis, kaijukai. Wijans in Haumanai.
Who is Sel-Makor?
In leka wisan bota akayo vero. Kuipa iswi sokip nikpate sevuptan inins ja fortainana. Ni pate uvaro wisandan sware kanidede akja swaluda is.
The Voss will hear about Sel-Makor's plans. They'll stop him.
Dudpais aipao Felipe aipao sabatam. Waldufne Jamate Javraj. Trapped in darkness for centuries, I'm finally free. You have my thanks. Few challenge Sel-Makor's servant and survive. Those who do are his pawns. He showed Jokul the future. The Gormak King ran screaming.
You look like a Gormak, but you talk like a Voss.
You think of them as two nations, enemies. When I lived, all were Voss. A mystic's power was not always a rare thing. The Gormak King sees visions. Beneath his skin, he is Voss still. The Voss and Gormak were once one people. I am their ancestor.
What made the Voss and the Gormak split up?
Some saw visions, gained the power to heal. Others did not. This became the Great Divide. Now Voss and Gormak war against their own. Sel-Makor feeds on their hatred. If the war continues, Sel-Makor's power will grow beyond the Nightmare Lands. The Voss and the Gormak must make peace.
Peace won't happen unless they know the truth.
You see things clearly. You're part of a vision. An outsider will end the Gormak threat. You must heal this wound. Tell the Voss the truth, no matter the cost.
I'll tell them about the Gormak and Sel-Makor.
Sel-Makor is not the only danger. They will recognize the truth. You face other challenges. I have seen a little of this new Voss. You seek allies for your own war. The Voss will find the truth hard to accept. They may refuse you because of it.
If I tell the truth, the Republic loses their chance at an alliance?
This war will end in truth or in blood. The choice will be yours. My time to rest has come. Go well.
You return from the Nightmare Lands. We will waste no time. The three wish to hear your report directly. I will contact them.
This is a great honor for the Republic. I hope you've brought good news.
Sanvi, Guntamer, Nenji, the three.
So you were the outsider the Mystics saw.
You exposed Lord Beldis. You completed the Mystics' trials.
You defeated Jokul. We did not expect so much.
The Gormak consider us Voss too. They're a threat to us both.
You speak the truth. We hope you know more.
Jokul saw the future. Another Gormak visionary could bring our destruction. This cannot be allowed. You walked Jokul's path. Tell us, how did the Gormak King receive his visions?
Gormak are also capable of having visions. You are one people that split centuries ago. You're fighting a civil war that's corrupting all of Voss. You'll destroy yourselves. You have to make peace.
Impossible! Unthinkable!
You link us to all that is horror!
The Gormak have waged war on the Voss for centuries. Do you realize what you're asking?
Unless you stop fighting, the darkness this war has created will consume Voss.
The darkness has always been. Nothing will change.
You forget the Mystic's vision. An outsider will end the Gormak threat. By sharing this truth, the Gormak become Voss. A threat no longer.
All else has happened as seen. We cannot deny Mystic's vision.
Then, it is possible. The Gormak may be our brothers. Everything must change.
I know the truth is hard to accept, but this is what's best for Voss.
We do what is necessary. A Voss does not kill a Voss. All action against the Gormak will be suspended, if we can make them understand. You ask us to join your war. The Voss cannot aid you now.
We understand. The Republic only wishes you the best of luck in your efforts.
There is much to be done. We take our leave.
You put the Voss before your own. This could not have been easy.
I had no right to tell the Voss anything but the truth.
You could have lied. You did not.
There's no chance of a Republic alliance, but there's no chance of an Imperial one either. All things considered, we did well.
The Republic has done much for Voss. This will be remembered. Your part in this has ended, outsider. You have our thanks.